If you have come here to get some health gyan on yoga, meditation, and the wellness space, then you come to the right place. That is called the Yoga Conversations podcast mini clips. We'll be having multiple guests ranging from Simon Borg-Olivier to Khurshid Batlewala. So let's get into it. Simon, now moving on to few questions, and this is for specifically all our student listeners who, let's say, are wondering to get into yoga. How can one student find a yoga teacher? Means what should they look for?
The number one thing I think you need to look for when finding any teacher is a sense of connection. And Desikachar once said this to me. Desikachar is the son of Krishnamacharya, who was also the teacher of B.K.S Iyengar and Pattabhi Jois and Indra Devi. A wonderful, amazing person who I never met in person, but I met his main students. His son, Desikachar, said one time to myself and a group of other people, he said, what is the definition of yoga? What is the purpose of yoga? And he asked everyone, and everyone was silent, no one would, and he pointed at me and he said, what's the purpose of yoga? And I said, to realize that our individual consciousness is one with the universal consciousness. And he goes, no. And I went, okay, fine. And he asked a few other people. And at the end, he said, in his books, the most important purpose of yoga is the connection between guru and shishya, between teacher and student. That relationship, the way the knowledge is passed, is the most important thing about yoga. Because without that, you don't get any yoga. And really, how does a teacher communicate with a student? It's the same way that a parent should communicate with a child. It's the same way that a mother should connect with her child. And of course, the mother always thinks that that child is part of herself. The mothers in this world are bliss. My highest teacher is my mum. So all of us have mothers. Some we knew more than others, but that mother that we had or have felt us living and growing inside her. And she felt us as one. And even when we came out of our mothers, the mother still thinks of us as connected. And so how does she treat us? The mother, at least for a while, will treat their baby by sharing their good energy and their loving information. And really a true teacher will treat their student like a mother treats a child. Sometimes there has to be a bit of discipline, but it's disciplining with love. And so this is perhaps the most important thing, that when you choose a teacher, you must feel that relationship to be a loving, caring relationship. And if you don't feel that, you might get knowledge, but you probably won't get yoga. And you might get problems as well. I think that's probably the most fundamental thing.
True. As you say it, now I have a very personal